So, Danae and Derek Jackson, they got divorced. And you remember she said this to us. Listen to
Person
this.
speaking against the names Danae Jackson and Derek Jackson in mockery, accusations, slanders, and lies. May the mercies of God be withdrawn from you. May your husbands and wives become widows. Let your children become fatherless. Let your seed become vagabonds on the earth. Let the words of your mouth and your words of your hands be returned back to you. Let it go down your throat and choke you slowly until your days become few on the earth. The word of God says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You've been warned. And if you want to know where that is at in the Bible, go to Psalm 109. Go to Psalm 35, go to Psalm 140, go to Psalm 141, and keep our names out of your mouth.
She told y'all because she won't talking to me. I know that. Danae, she cursed us up and down. You hear what I'm saying? She used the word of God to cuss us out. And I was like, oh, but let me tell you, when I saw this video, I immediately was like, this is a hurt woman. Okay. She was so into her husband. She was so into him. I mean, and she found out that he was cheating. Listen to what she's saying now. And this is so sad. And I want to talk about it. Listen to this.
I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually have a couple posts on my page where I have a post that says, I knew her body better than I knew my own.
Stop. Let that sit there. You said you knew another woman's body better than you knew your own.
Yes, several women. I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. And I spent a lot of time, like I went in such a deep hole where I was like studying these women. I would go to their profiles and I would study their pages and like what they wear. I knew when they had met up. So I watched their videos of them having sex. So I would try to imitate that and recreate that in our relationships so that he could choose me.
All right. So that really pricked me. So let me give you a backdrop. If you didn't really know who Derek Jackson was, he was a relationship coach. Him and his wife, they kind of like thrived themselves on having like a wonderful relationship. All the time he was cheating. He was cheating on her. And so we see him, well, we see her talking about after the fact. So before the fact, she was windmilling, like she was going in, like, you don't talk about us, you know, may you be widows and our hands draw back and we have nubs and stuff like that. So, but when I saw that video, I knew that we were looking at a woman that gave a man her own, a Christian woman, because we as Christian women, we are taught that we are supposed to stand behind our man no matter what. And she didn't want to believe that her husband was cheating on her. She didn't want to believe that they was getting a divorce. And had they not got a divorce, or had he not filed for a divorce, she would have stayed. And we know that because of what she said in this interview. And I find it very sad because she said it was several women. And she went through his, so she had become Olivia Pope in her relationship. And that's a bad place to be. If you have to freaking go behind your man all the time and trying to find out what he got going on, there's something going on, because a woman's intuition is by far it is top tier, especially if you are a woman that lives kind of like a clean life. You really don't, you ain't out there really doing too much, right? And so, and you're putting yourself all into this man, and now stuff is switching. So now she's finding out about these women. And in this interview, she said that she tried to be them so that she could, so that he would choose her. I let it really hurt me to hear her say that, because I when I saw that video that I first played of her going in on us because we was talking about their marriage, I knew then that she was on the verge of a breakdown, because she didn't want to believe it. She was like, I can't believe this. I just really can't. I gave my all. I gave all of this. He's supposed to be my all in all, and we got children, and he don't want me. He's not choosing me. Why isn't he choosing me? And I really hope that she just keep getting therapy, because once she get through what she's going through, I don't even think she's through it yet, but once she gets through it, she's going to have something that women is going to need. And I look beyond, I ain't going to say craziness, because we're brought up that way. I look beyond the church stuff, and I'm looking at, okay, this is a hurt woman that needs to be repaired. And Derek Jaxn, you a dirty dog. You is a dirty dog, because this woman ain't like that. Why do men run over women like that? You know that she was like 10 toes down for you and would never leave you. Oh, anyway, y'all ain't saying too much. It's a quiet church. Are y'all listening to me? Y'all ain't saying nothing. And I'm talking right. I know I am. I know I am. Anyway, so we are going to be praying for Danae, and all those women that are like her. And I'm telling you, women, when you find yourself in a position like this, don't lay down and die. I mean, it's gonna hurt for a while. But know your value and know what you bring to the table. I believe that she's gonna find somebody that's gonna love her for who she is once she finds herself.